Good morning, departure Vision 379, Juliet Mike 1.5 for 3000 and the turn to 090.
379 Juliet Mike, turn right heading 140.
Right turn 140, Juliet Mike.
379 Juliet Mike, turn right heading 180.
Right turn 180, Juliet Mike. Clear for takeoff, runway 19, 379 Juliet Mike. All right, appreciate you guys coming along on today's flight. We're in Savannah, Georgia right now, heading back to John C. Toon Airport in Nashville. Appreciate you guys coming along on today's flight. We dropped off a friend here and had a short stay, grabbed some fuel, and head back to Nashville, 381 nautical miles en route. We're in 379 Juliet Mike, a Generation 1 Vision jet. Right now we're holding short of runway 1 in Savannah. Should be a pretty decent flight as we head westbound. All set for departure. Got a little bit of a fuel imbalance in our right tank that might resolve itself as soon as we get moving. We got flaps in 50 for departure and toggle buttons pressed. Just pinning the probe heat and timer. So I set a timer on GTC1, which is a left touch screen here that basically allows me to sort of evaluate takeoff performance. Normally I reach 1,000 feet within a certain amount of time. And again, I appreciate you guys coming along on today's flight, and thanks for supporting the channel.
Traffic is arriving 10, runway 1, line up and wait.
Runway 1, line up and wait. All right, Juliet Mike.
Foxtrot maintenance frequency, I'll be over
We're line up and wait for runway 1 here in Savannah.
Savannah Tower, Sir Wings 85 on the visual for 1.
Sir Wings 85 Tower, continue for 1.
Continue for 1, Sir Wings 85.
November 379, Juliet Mike on departure fly, runway heading, runway 1 clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 1, runway heading, 379, Juliet Mike. And power set. Airspeed's alive. Probing's on. $70 knots continuing. And rotate. Good, gears coming up. Through 115 and the flaps can come up.
Sir Wings 85, start reducing your speed, please.
And reduce the speed now, Sir Wings 85.
Thank you. 9 Juliet Mike, contact departure, see you later.
Departure, have a great one, 9 Juliet Mike.
2.92, have a good day.
13292, 278. Alright, caps available on MCT. Good afternoon, departure, correction, good morning, departure. Vision Jet 379, Juliet Mike, 1.3 kilometer, 3000, runway heading.
Vision Jet 379 Juliet Mike, Savannah departure, radar contact, call maintain 1010,000, clear direct to Smalls.
Next miles up to 10,000, 9 Juliet Mike.
Medevac 77 Papa, contact Jacksonville Thunder 132.92.
3292, 77 Pop.
So left turn. Looks good. Go to GTC2 and we've got the screen split. We're going to bring up a traffic selection for that. We are heading towards an arrival corridor for runway 10 into Savannah. So kind of keep an eye out for traffic there.
Air 69 Foxtrot, zoom on navigation on course.
Morning, Savannah approach air shuttle 6020.
So we've got
the Yankee.
The climb is using the flight level change mode. We've got 165 knots dialed in.
Here in about 5 more miles. Fly heading 270.
Heading 270, maintain 8,000 air shuttle 60.
And that's giving us between 1,500 and 2,000 feet a minute in the climb. Been cleared direct to a fix on our
maintain 4,000.
flight plan route.
Air shuttle 6020.
And up to 10,000.
Contact Jacksonville Center 132.92. Have a good day.
32.9. Happy New Year to you. 9 Juliet Mike. Jacksonville Center, Vinjet 379 or Juliet Mike. We're 6.8, climbing to 10,000.
There, Julie there. 379 Juliet Mike, Jack Center, clear direct destination, climb maintain flight level 230.
230, direct destination, 9 Juliet Mike.
Vinjet 437, contact Jack Center 126.12.
26 at 12, 437, so long.
JetBlue 2747, cross soup at 11,000, Savannah altimeter 3015.
All right, coming through 10,000 feet. Pressurization looks good. Engine instruments look good.
JetBlue 2747, negative, cross soup at
Fuel tanks are balanced.
11.
Everything looks normal. Continuing the climb.
Nine 972 Kilo Delta, contact Jacksonville Center 127.57.
127.57, 2 Kilo Delta.
For 12 Alpha X-ray to center, maintain 900,000.
900,000 Alpha X-ray.
Jack Center, good morning, flush at 365 out of 193 for 11,000 at Lots.
Blackshot 365, Jacksonville Center, Roger. Maintain 250 knots for the sequence, and then altimeter 3015.
Maintain 250, 3015, flush at 365.
12 Alpha X-ray, contact Savannah approach 125.3.
25.3 Alpha X-ray.
All right, temps minus 1C. We'll just turn on the engine IPS as we go through this layer here. And engine IPS is the engine icing protection system. Uses a combination of electrical power to thermally heat two probes and the engine inlet, as well as to provide bleed air, hot bleed air through the engine inlet. There's the tops.
Eight Fox Alpha, contact Jack Center 126.75.
2675 for 8 Fox Alpha, good day.
All right, engine IPS comes off. And I'll put the autopilot on for a minute.
Three 379 Juliet Mike, contact Jack Center 127.87.
2787, 9 Juliet Mike. Have a happy New Year. Jacksonville Center, VisionJet 379 or Juliet Mike. We're 17,000 climbing to flight level 230.
379 Juliet Mike, South Center, Roger, so maintain flight 280.
We're climbing maintain flight level 2809, Juliet Mike. 280 showing. Alrighty. So it's minus 7 degrees Celsius or 19 degrees Fahrenheit here at 18,000 feet. In the climb, we're got a flight level change mode set for 165 knots of forward airspeed or indicated airspeed for the climb. Right now, our true airspeed is 223 knots and our ground speed is 189 knots. We've got a 40 knot headwind here at this altitude and also about a 62 knot left crosswind. So it's affecting our ground speed a bit.
199 Hotel Juliet,
But that's to be expected. I departed John Tune Airport this morning about 7:30 a.m. local time with a friend of mine and brought him to Savannah to visit some family. And we had a variety of problems getting started. We just went through a new database cycle, new database update cycle, and there were some conflicts with that. And I ended up getting that led to a bunch of crew alert messages that came up prior to our departure. We had to delay our departure a little bit. Got a flaps failure prior to departure as well. So that's going to have to get looked at, but that issue actually resolved itself. So I'll take this opportunity to explain a little bit about the icing protection systems on the SF-50. And essentially there are four primary icing protection systems that are part of standard equipment on the SF-50s. The first one is the windshield IPS system, or the icing protection system for the windshield. And it consists of two spray nozzles. One's on the nose of the aircraft and the other's just forward of the windshield. And it secretes TKS fluid, which is like a glycol type fluid. It secretes that onto the windshield and over the top of the nose of the aircraft to
contact Atlanta Center 126.42.
2642.9, Juliet Mike, have a happy New Year.
Southwest 197, starting to get moderate chop at 28. Like to go back down to flight level 250.
Southwest 197, descend and maintain flight level 250.
Descend and maintain flight level 250, Southwest 197.
Atlanta Center, VisionJet 379 or Juliet Mike. We're at 21.7, climb to flight level 280.
Number 379 or Juliet Mike, Atlanta Center, roger.
So yes, the system, the windshield IPS system secretes TKS fluid or glycol type solution over the nose of the aircraft and up the windshield to remove ice that might get developing onto the windshield. So that's the ice protection system for the windshield. And there's different modes. There's essentially the standard mode and then the high mode and then there's a max mode. And essentially can secrete a more frequent interval of spray onto the windshield and over the nose, or continuous spray depending upon what you pick. So that's the windshield IPS system. The next one, and we've already discussed this a little bit on this flight, it's the engine IPS system, or the engine icing protection system. It uses a combination of electrical power and bleed air from the engine to provide hot bleed air around the engine inlet and around the inside the engine nacelle. That's the covering for the engine. And it also provides electrical power that provides thermal heating to two air data sensors that are inside the engine inlet. So that's the engine IPS system. And of all the icing protection systems in the SF-50, the engine IPS system is used most frequently. And the reason for that is those air data sensors that are inside the engine inlet are very critical for providing air data for performance, engine performance. So the engine IPS system is most frequently used. It is used anytime you're preparing to enter into icing conditions. That's when temperatures are below 5 degrees Celsius and visible moisture is present. For example, rain or entry into a cloud. The next one is the leading edge pneumatic boots. So the leading edges of the wings and the ruddervator have pneumatic boots that fill up in a cycle. And there's 3 zones. The wings have a lower section and then an upper section, and then the ruddervator is just one zone by itself. So the system, when you turn it on, it will initially inflate and deflate the ruddervator pneumatic boots, then the lower section of the the wings, and then the upper section of the wings will be inflated and deflated. And it's like a a cycle that goes on a minute interval, if you will, and that helps remove any icing that might be developing on the leading edges of the wings. And then the fourth system, if you will, the probe heat system, which provides thermal heat to both of the pitot tubes, one's on each wing, on the lower side of each wing, as well as the angle of attack vane, the AOA vane, which is on the right side of the nose of the aircraft. So those are both critical areas of the aircraft in terms of angle of attack and airspeed information for the pitot-static system. So it's critical that ice does not form in those. And come to think of it, earlier I said the most common or most frequently used icing protection system in the aircraft is the engine IPS system. Actually, I'm wrong about that. The most frequently used icing protection system is actually the probe heat system. And you might ask why. Well, probe heat is used for every takeoff and throughout the whole duration of the flight, and is generally turned off after landing, and there's a maximum duration of its use on the ground of 5 minutes. So suffice to say, that part of the icing protection system is used most frequently.
To your destination now via direct Nashville, Bravo, November, Alpha, then direct.
All right, direct BNA, then direct destination. Niner Juliet Mike. All right, so add an en route waypoint. BNA. Direct BNA. There we go. All right, BNA, then John Tune. That looks good. All right, we finished the climb at 253, direction 254 knots of true airspeed, or 209 knot ground speed. And we're just leveling off now, so we'll see what type of airspeed we build up on our way back to Nashville. Cruise checklist, thrust lever set, icing protection is currently not required. We'll continue to monitor the engine information system. And there's a descent checklist. So the engine information system, or the EIS, is this section right here of the MFD, or the multifunction display. And it provides all the information about the N1 rotation, N2 rotation, the ITT, oil temperature, oil pressures, as well as the current fuel burn, which is we're burning 66 gallons an hour. We've got 203 gallons of fuel on board at the current time. We should be landing with about 120 gallons. There are battery 1 and battery 2 status, Gen 1, Gen 2 status as well. Of course, the landing gear system shows that the landing gear is up. Pitch trim is showing that we have -1 degree of down pitch as we are in cruise. That's pretty normal. Flap system showing up. And then, of course, our pressurization system down here showing cabin differential pressure of 6.1 which gives us an 8,000 foot cabin pressure at flight level 280. Very much normal. And of course, in cyan color is the airport elevation for John C. Toon Airport. So after a couple minutes of being leveled off, we're doing 304 knots of true airspeed, and that's 160, or it's actually 307 now. And that's 262 knots of ground speed. Indicated airspeed of about 196. Outside air temperature is minus 34 degrees. And so what's the significance of minus 34 degrees? That is the minimum temperature in which the windshield IPS system can be used. In other words, if temperatures reach below minus 34 degrees Celsius, we cannot use the windshield IPS system in flight.
463, turn 20 degrees to the left.
The truth of the matter is, with temperatures that cold, you're not typically going to develop ice on the aircraft anyway. It could happen, say there was a temperature inversion or something like that, where at high altitude you had some rain that was falling into cooler air. I suppose that could create some icing conditions. But in general, temperatures of that nature do not allow for ice to develop or accrue onto the aircraft. At the same time, any temperatures below minus 40 degrees Celsius, would preclude us from using the pneumatic boots on the leading edges of the wings. So, at that temperature, the material
contact Atlanta Center 134.5,
the boots are made out of is just simply too stiff. So, we cannot use the pneumatic boots for icing protection. Again, not likely going to need it at those sort of temperatures. So what else can I tell you that'd be an interesting bit of trivia about the SF-50?
Legion 1158, contact Atlanta Center 125.62.
So essentially, the SF-50 can use Jet A fuel,
Number 745, Romeo Papa.
Jet A1 fuel,
240.
and also JP8 fuel. Jet A fuel is very common in the United States. So normally, jet aircrafts use an additive that keeps the ice from, or keeps the fuel from gelling or coagulating in flight when temperatures are very cold. But the SF-50 doesn't require that. Does not require a fuel additive. And part of that is due to the fact that the SF-50 fuel systems is a circulatory system where you have the main tanks on each wing, and you also have a collector tank. And the collector tank provides like a ready state of fuel for the aircraft during turbulence and turns and descents and stuff like that. From there, essentially, you know, fuel enters the fuel system.
2636, flight level 320, smooth ride.
And eventually goes to an interesting thing it's a fuel oil heat exchanger. And it's a closed system that essentially takes hot engine oil, and it, you know, that provides temperature in the heat exchanger, and then fuel also passes through the heat exchanger in a different channel. So if you got the heat exchanger warmed up from the hot engine oil, and as fuel passes through it, and the fuel is going to be really cold, like right now it shows our fuel temperature is 11 degrees Celsius. Pretty chilly. So this fuel goes through the fuel oil heat exchanger and is warmed up, and so that prevents the coagulation and gelling of the fuel in this really neat system. Now, the benefit of this is, of course, that heat exchanger, as that cold jet fuel goes through it, it cools the engine oil. So that's how the engine oil gets cooled. And so there's like a heat exchange between the hot engine oil and cold fuel, jet fuel. One other bit of trivia about the SF50 is that the throttle handle itself, is not connected with any wires or cables. And you might say, well, how does the engine know how much thrust to create, or how much percent of power to apply, or whatever the case may be? Well, the throttle position angle basically tells the FADEC system how much fuel to apply for that given situation. So again, electronically, it's not even a fly-by-wire. It's actually a fly-by position. In other words, the FADEC system detects the position of the throttle handle, and that's how you know, or that's how it knows how much fuel to burn, basically. The maximum airspeed for the SF50 is 250 knots of indicated airspeed, or 0.53 Mach. So in the flight levels, your airspeed is given to you by Mach number, and in the lower altitudes, it's given to you by indicated airspeed.
391, contact Atlanta Center 123.95.
395, what's your address?
We're currently indicating at flight level 280, 200 knots. Indicated airspeed gives us a true airspeed of 210 to 212 knots of airspeed. We're in some bumps here, so there's variability to that true airspeed. Ground speed's showing 260 knots. Got just over an hour of flight time remaining into Nashville. Really appreciate you guys coming along the flights. I hope some of this information I'm giving to you is helpful, and I know you didn't ask for it, but maybe some of you were curious about some of these things. So I'm going to shut the cameras off for now, and I'll turn them back on when we start the descent. Thanks a lot, guys, and by all means, any questions, comments, or feedback, please leave them in the comments, and I'll respond to them.
For 9 Juliet Mike, contact approach 118.4.
18.4, 9 Juliet Mike, have a great one.
Card 4341, fly heading 260, descend and maintain 6,000.
260, heading descend and maintain 6,000, American 4341.
Legion 354, continuing to descend via maintain 5,000.
5,000, Legion 354.
Nashville approach, Vision Jet 379, Juliet Mike, out of 12.7 for 111,000. Information Yankee, visual 20.
379, Juliet Mike, Nashville, expect vectors for the visual approach, runway 20, John Soon.
We'll expect vectors for 20, thanks, 9 Juliet Mike.
9 Juliet Mike, fly heading 310, maintain 10,000.
310 and 10,000, 9 Juliet Mike.
Breakout 4341, contact Nashville approach 124.75.
2475, breakout 4341, good day.
Envoy 3457, contact Memphis Center on 132.9.
32-9er, Envoy 3457.
Nashville pressure 4721, 14-9 on the Paisley, we got Victor.
Endeavor 4721, Nashville first, make the visual approach, runway 20 left.
0 left, there, 4721.
November 9 Juliet Mike, flighting 300.
3009 Juliet Mike.
National Merlin 120 Tango Mike is checking on 5,000, looking for lower.
Here, 120 Tango Mike, Nashville First, Nashville Altimeter 3005.
3005, and looks like we're getting occasional moderate chop here at 5,000. Like to get down lower, please.
Here, 0 Tango Mike, if you don't mind taking a turn to the south, I can get you lower on that heading. I keep you higher.
We'll just stay here for now. Thank you, Tango Mike.
November 9 Juliet Mike, contact Nashville First, 119.35.
1935, have a great day, 9 Juliet Mike.
Ahead to there, 14958 Romeo, you proceed right by call.
Direct by call, thank you, 841.
You're welcome, Jazz 852, turn right, direct Sarah.
Right direct Sierra, Jesse, man.
South 1199, National Departure Radar contact, climb maintain 15,000.
I maintain 15,15,000, South is 1199.
Skywest 3586, clinic Memphis Center 133.85, good day.
3385, Skywest 3586, happy Thursday.
Thank you, too. December 718, Quebec Charlie, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, for exchange approved, good day.
Call VFR, good day.
Nashville approach Vision Jet 379 Juliet Mike, 10,000 and heading at 300.
Number 379 Juliet Mike, National Flight Altimeter 3005.
059 Juliet Mike.
And Nashville approach, King Air 642 Tango Delta, descending through 5,800 for 5,000 whiskey.
Nashville departure, flagship 440 off John C. Tune, 2 for 3.
And Flagjet 440 Nashville departure ident, please. Number 642 Tango Delta National Flight Altimeter 3005. I believe you were checking in 5,000. You can expect the departure from Y20 at John Tune.
005 is the visual for 20 Tune, 2 Tango Delta.
And Flexjet 440, radar contact 2 miles south of the John Tune Airport, Nashville altimeter 3005. I do show you leaving 2,600.
440.
Thank you. Flexjet 440, Roger, Clem, maintain 5,000.
5,000, Flagship 440.
Southwest 1199, turn right, direct Kello.
Direct Kello, Southwest 1199.
Number 379, Juliet Mike, descend and maintain 6,000.
Descend and maintain 6,000, 9 Juliet Mike.
Flexjet 440, turn left heading 160.
Left 160, 440.
Nashville approach, Jet 379, Juliet Mike, John Tune in sight.
Thank you.
Well, Southwest 2294 out of 15-4, descending via the Chesney 2, landed south with Victor. Copy, got it. Southwest 2294 to 144, descending via the Chesney 2, Victor.
Thank you, South 2294, National approach. You can plane the visual approach 20 left, altimeter 3005.
3005, 20 left, Southwest 2294.
Thank you. Southwest 1199, you can take Memphis Center now 12585, good day.
2585, Southwest 1199, good day.
Jazz 852, good day, Memphis Center 133.85, good day.
3385,
November 642 Tango Delta, turn left, heading of 070, vector for the sequence, descend and maintain 4000.
070 down to 4000, 2 Tango Delta.
Thank you, Bonanza 9584 Romeo, vector for the sequence, turn left, heading 080.
Left 080, wait for Romeo.
Flex jet 440, climb maintain 15,000.
15,000, Flex Jet 440.
November 379 Juliet Mike, descend and maintain 5,000, fly heading 330.
Down to 5,000, 330 on the heading, 9 Juliet Mike.
Air Shuttle 6020, cutting Nashville approach 124.75.
2475, Air Shuttle 6020, good day.
Number 642 Tango Delta, descend and maintain 3,000. You proceed direct to John Tune, advise it in sight 1 o'clock, 15 miles.
3000, direct 10, and we'll call the field 2 Tango Delta.
Thank you.
Maintain 4000, direct hello, volunteer 16.
Number 642 Tango Delta, John Tune's at your 12 o'clock, 8 miles.
Tunes in sight, 2 Tango Delta.
642 Tango Delta, roger, clear visual approach runway 20 at John Tune, radar services terminating, you contact Tune Tower 119.45.
Cleared to visual 20, 1945, swung, 2 Tango Delta.
Thank you. November 84 Romeo, turn right, heading of 170.
Right to 170, wait for Romeo.
Flex jet 440, connect Memphis Center 128.15, good day.
2815, 440, good day.
Volunteer 3016, traffic 10 o'clock and 3 miles northwestbound, Division Jet 5000.
Okay, side, volunteer 3016.
Thank you. Number 9 Juliet Mike, traffic 3 o'clock 2 miles westbound, level at 4000, is a E135, has you in sight.
Roger, we're keeping it on as well, 9 Juliet Mike.
Number 84 Romeo, descend and maintain 4000.
Down to 4000, thank you, wait for Romeo.
Roger. Southwest 2294, contact Nashville approach 124.75.
2475, Southwest 2294.
Bye-bye. And a rate for Romeo on the go, you can expect runway heading, maintain 3000 initially, and return mic frequency.
Okay, on the go will be runway heading 3000, wait for Romeo, thank you.
Thank you. Number 379 Juliet Mike, descend and maintain 4000, traffic no factor.
Inside and down to 4,000, 9 Juliet Mike.
Volunteer 3016, climb maintain 15,000, traffic no factor.
Climb maintain 15,000, volunteer 3016.
Your rate for Romeo, turn right heading 230.
Right 230, wait for Romeo.
Definitely bumpy down here, between below 5,000.
Number 379 Juliet Mike, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3,000, 9 Juliet Mike.
Number 84 Romeo, traffic at your 1 o'clock and 3 miles southbound, altitude indicates 2,600 and verified.
Make a look for him, 8 for Romeo.
All right, for Romeo, join a segmented approach for the RNAV inbound on that heading, and I'll have the lower end clearance here for you shortly.
Okay, I'll join up on this heading, 8 for Romeo, level 4.
Thank you, 9 Juliet Mike, turn right heading 020, descend and maintain 2,500.
Right turn to 020 down to 2,500, 9 Juliet Mike.
Volunteer 3016, Cadet Memphis Center on 125.85, getting...
All right, let's put some...
2585, Volunteer 3016, have a good one.
Speed checks. And airport still in sight for 9 Juliet Mike.
All right, thank you, number 379 Juliet Mike, roger, turn right heading of 040.
Right turn 040, 9 Juliet Mike. 040 showing.
Number 379 Juliet Mike, clear visual approach runway 20 at John 2, radar services terminating, contact Tune Tower 119.45, good day.
Clear visual 20 over to tower, you have a great day, 9 Juliet Mike.
That's what.
John Tune Tower, Vinjet 379 Juliet Mike, turn to final runway 20.
Vinjet 379 Juliet Mike, John Tune Tower, have you in sight. Runway 20, clear to land.
20 clear to land, 9 Juliet Mike. Alright, landing gear's coming in.
King Air 2 Tango Delta, turn left when able, contact ground point 7 0.
Left when able and point 7.
MC 3 green. Looks good. We're above glide. It's alright.
Flynash 1, can you say your position and altitude?
Yes, sir. Flynash 1, we're 1,600 climbing, and then we are west of the extended center line, just approximately about 3 miles northwest of Twitty.
Flynash 1, roger. Traffic's a Bonanza. I believe he's about 13 miles north. He'll be inbound for the GPS approach. When able, report traffic in sight, and you can proceed with your ILS behind that traffic.
I'll be looking for that traffic, and we'll report him in sight, and be number 2 for Flynash 1.
Looks good.
Cessna 560 uniform traffic, your phone is a Vision Jet coming up on about a 2.5 mile final. When able, report traffic in sight, and I'll have you follow.
3 green, pressurization is good, fully configured, clear to land.
Traffic when we
Land
have
lights
it,
on.
we're still about 4.4 away from the airport right now, 40560 uniform.
We'll continue on the minimums on autopilot.
And John 2 Tower, Bonanza 958 for Romeo with you on a 10-mile final, and I plan on executing this approach.
Bonanza 958 for Romeo, John Tune Tower, report a 4-mile final for Romeo 20. Traffic to Robinson helicopter, should be in your same vicinity, just west of final. Looking for you.
Looks like we'll be around about
Okay,
80.
thanks a lot, 8 for Romeo.
Flynash 1, that Bonanza traffic's coming up on an 8-mile final.
Got up in sight, and we'll drop in behind him for Flynash 1, thanks.
Flynash 1, roger. You can report a 4-mile final for Romeo 20.
4-mile final for Flynash 1.
Feet to minimums.
500.
Alright. Here we go.
Minimums, minimums.
Alright, continue. Right. Yeah.
Vision at 9 Juliet Mike, turn left when able, contact ground when you're off.
Left when able, contact ground, thanks. Alright, Juliet Mike. Appropriate off. Well, really appreciate you guys coming along on these flights, and until next time, safe flying. We'll see you in the next video.